Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll off 'em. Op 'em. If he reach, then I'll pop 'em. Street sweeper, I'll wash 'em. Homicide, come and chalk 'em. Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll off 'em. Op 'em.
The last topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is our prediction for Adrien Broner versus Omar Figueroa, and we're also going to throw in briefly, if you can, if you have time, if AB loses, will this be the end for him? Will his career be over? So we're turning over to Ned, the TBE. Who you got?
If AB loses, I think it would be over. But he has to try a little harder, just like for fan service. But like, if he loses to Omar Figueroa, AB, you're not impressing us no more. Like, we like the loudmouth AB, trash talker, man who's overconfident, cocky, everything. If he don't let his hands go, it's a no-go. But I'm picking AB to beat Omar Figueroa next. Like AB, I can't get my heart broke twice, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose it. Like, please, AB.
Twice in one night. They're gonna get his heart broke twice. It won't be the first time. Ned, it won't be the first time.
You gotta be the icing on the cake right now, man. Because if I can't have my cake, I need my icing. And you know that's it. AB, I'm picking AB for the W. Period. First round, second round, whatever. Knockout.
Damn, that's your prediction? Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. I'm going to go with Conspiracy G. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got Omar on this one. And the only reason why is because in activity and Broner doesn't have a score-friendly style, meaning he doesn't let his hands go enough. The only way he's going to win is he gets a knockout. If it's going to be on points, he's going to lose every time because he doesn't swing his hands. He focuses too much on defense, and I think that's going to be his detriment. So I have Omar just because Omar's more active in every round. You know,
AB's finished if he doesn't win.
I see. We got to find finished. So as of right now, I feel like with AB, he's still a name, and people love to hate him. So even if he loses this fight, it's how he loses. If he loses in impressive fashion, where it's still entertaining, it's all about entertainment with AB. It's all about the entertainment. It's not necessarily about what he does in the ring. It's really like what leads to the fight, during the fight, and after the fight, where he's a showman. He sells himself. As long as people, he's like the what's the half Cuban kid? Damn, what's his name? That just fought
Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly Romero. He's kind of like a Rolly Romero, where it's like his antics, his charisma sells who he is. So even though he may underperform in the ring, his character, his being could still propel his career. So it's really how he loses. That's all it is. It's how he loses. If he gets mocked, like washed, he's done. But if he shows like a new wrinkle, if he shows like all right, he actually is throwing his hands more, he's actually doing something like where it's like, all right, even if he lost, you could be like, oh, he lost due to ring rust or something. He's not done. But if it's just a one-sided fight, you're just like, wow, this was boring, and it's over for him. But I don't think AB will give us that type of performance. He's never been that type of guy. Even when he's like, he focuses too much on defense, you know he's gonna land a hard shot. You know what I mean? Like, even if he's losing a lot of rounds, he's gonna find a way at least to get a knockdown or something to kind of be like, oh, okay, he's still kind of there. You know, so I don't think it's over for AB. I think AB still got this.
All right, $12 bill.
I'm going with the 4-time world champion in 4 different weight classes. You know, he peaked early. You know, and he was the youngest to ever do it. When you go, he's been humbled in this sport. He's done fought with his heart. He done gave a lot to the sport. And, you know, I'm going with AB. Even though he's been out for a while, been inactive, he needs this fight. And I know he needs this fight for more reasons than just one. You know? He really, really feels like his back's against the wall, and he really seen it this time with the lack of people who was there to support him and stuff like that. I'm rooting for AB. I'm rooting for AB to come out there to show and prove and be the AB that goes to the body and goes to the head. I think that he can do it, man. I really think that he can, put on a couple more good fights and a good showing for himself. Just getting it's always been to me. It's always been AB against himself. You know, it's like the mental and the outside stuff, and and we done said this. My brothers done said this before. Thinking, CTE and other things, and depression and stuff outside with family members and stuff that people don't even know about. But AB has always been a good guy. No matter what people like to say the bad things about him, like AB behind the scenes has always been a good guy, good-hearted guy. And sometimes good guys, makes mistakes and have bad breaks, and it is what it is. But I'm definitely going for Adrien Broner, and I agree 100% with G said. It's how he wins. I mean, or if he loses, it's how he loses. If he loses with an exciting fight, people will be like, okay, and he doesn't get knocked out, that's still marketability. Like, nobody's still been able to knock him out, and AB then talked all this stuff. And he still, even if y'all don't like him in fights, he still shows moments of why you have liked him before, he just got to let those moments last longer and not be a fan of his work, and he rubs people off the way, certain way, by the way he acts and some antics and stuff. But it's sometimes things to use for to boost him up as well. So I'm going for Adrien Broner on this one. But shout out to Omar Figueroa, because everybody knows that Omar Figueroa was my guy as well. I just wish this fight would have took place 2 years ago when we thought it was going to happen.
Just to jump in on something you all said, I wish we can say like, oh, it's how you lose, but unfortunately, we know that's not the case. I mean, Adrien Broner's first L was very courageous loss to Medina, and he got clowned for it. The same type of L that like a lot of other people would get credit for, he got clowned for it. And so then he ended up having wins where he won, like his last fight, he won. But did he really win? I mean, I scored it for the other fighter, and a lot of other people did. And you look at now, he has this fight. He doesn't. I'm yet to see an actual press conference where they were physically there. He had like a remote press conference on a computer, and he got upset about that. And we're 1 week away from the fight, and I still haven't seen a press conference where they were physically there. So this is like, almost like, okay, let's throw this show together and let's put Adrien Broner on. But I do think like he's running out of opportunities. And if he loses this fight, will it be the end? I don't know if it will be the end, but I do know that it's looking like the end right now. His friends aren't showing up. People aren't there. He's not having live press conferences. His press conferences are being held remote. And I think he's realizing it too. Normally, when he would have these events, there would be press conferences. And another thing I want to say about Broner was fighting on pay-per-view before Keith one time Thurman did. And a lot of these other guys, Broner was the one getting these opportunities, right? And so, he would go and show up and underperform, and that's what led him into this position. Now, it's never been a question of Broner's talent. Broner's a talented fighter. We've seen this before. It's always been a question of his commitment and dedication to the sport. The question now is, has he rededicated himself? Is he as committed? Is he as hungry as he was before he hit superstardom? Right? Because superstardom's a mug, especially when you're not prepared for it, especially when you're young, especially when you got people around you who are just as immature as you, and they're supposed to be the adults who guide you, right? So there are a lot of things that come with like the pitfalls and traps of being successful at a young age. As Trill pointed out, him winning all these belts and being successful at such a young age that could lead to your performance suffering later on in life. The question is, how much does he have left? How much does boxing matter to him? And will he be able to recapture his old form or something relatively close to it? I hope he does. I've picked Adrien Broner so many times, and I've got bitten after picking Adrien Broner. And I told Tro this. I said, I'm not falling for this again. I said, I want to make it clear. I'm watching this fight, and I hope Adrien Broner knocks Omar Figueroa the hell out. I will celebrate. I will jump up and down as if I picked him. But I am not picking him. I'm picking Omar Figueroa because I've been bit too many times by Adrien Broner. I think Adrien Broner is a better fighter than Omar Figueroa. If he dedicates himself, I think that he's more talented than Omar Figueroa, and I like him better. I just like Adrien Broner better than Omar Figueroa. I'm only picking Omar Figueroa because Adrien Broner's tendency to let me down in the ring, and I hope I'm wrong about this, and I hope he does well. But there's one thing I want to say. If he does lose, why not just make Rolly Romero versus Adrien Broner and televise those press conferences? Because that would be hilarious.
A million views on Fox.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the people will pay to see that fight just to see what somebody gonna say afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. The Brothers album out now. That's Conspiracy G. Conspiracy G is back, baby, and that's the TBE. That's my brother Katie. You know who I am, the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill. Thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you.